David?
Yeah, hi.
Okay.
Hi, I didn't get a link, sorry. So I just joined through the website.
That works.
Did you send out a link?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I think we just posted it on the community calendar.
Apparently Sheila has a planning board meeting, so she's gonna try to join later.
Oh,
I guess there's a planning
Okay.
board meeting at the same time.
6 to 8.
okay. They don't usually meet on Mondays, but that's
Surprise.
okay.
So it's Joe Moshe and Danny Taylor that we're waiting for.
It looks like it's just us three right now.
Right. We're not a quorum. We need one
No.
more. Do they both know to go to the community calendar? I wonder.
Let me see if I can copy and paste that link into an email of some sort.
I have confidence in you, Tony.
I am, as you can see, I'm calling in, so I'm using pocket computers here.
Oh,
Are you guys excited for Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
my favorite holiday of the year.
yeah.
Nothing attached to it. Food, fun, friends, football, and family.
I couldn't agree more.
Football's not as good as it used to be. When I was growing up, it was like Ohio State, Michigan, and Oklahoma, Nebraska.
Well,
But
I thought the Patriots ended their game really well yesterday.
Yeah, they did, but it was a pretty pathetic game.
I watched the first 5 minutes. I went out and did some errands with my daughter, came back and watched the last 5 minutes. I thought it was a great game.
I watched the entire game.
Oh, so did my son and
It was
and
painful.
husband.
It was painful.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I left, it was 3-3. I came home, it was 3-3. I said, what the heck?
There's something a little bit wrong with their offense.
Just a little.
I
I'd like to
think
see a little more of Zappy.
Yeah, I would too. I think he deserves a try. We know exactly what we have with Mac, for
Yeah.
better and worse.
Yeah,
It'd be interesting to see him.
Yeah.
But I think there's also an issue with the play calling. It's
Yeah.
not, it's very predictable.
how did someone put it? Is it the defensive coach is calling offensive plays?
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
I honestly don't think I'm gonna politely disagree with both of you guys. Personally, I think it's the offensive line. I don't think, the Jets have a great defensive line, but I mean, to
Yeah,
rush
that didn't
for,
help. That didn't help.
I mean, Andrews got hurt. Andrews and Wynn both got hurt yesterday. Trent Brown was out too. But they've been atrocious all year. Plus, they were, played with injury too yesterday. I think Mac actually had a pretty good game. It wasn't,
Yeah.
it wasn't. But if he's getting pressured and it's screwing up the timing, and they can't develop the play action, and it all starts with that offensive line. If they can't figure that out, it doesn't matter who's at quarterback or who's calling the plays.
They're gonna learn how to be.
That's my. Yeah.
It'll come. I mean, he's young, as is Zappy. Hopefully he'll get some sort of rapport going with his receivers. And
Well, it's weird. I told Chris about the game. She watched the highlights. The highlights look great.
yeah,
Because the Pats had a few good plays. So when you watch the highlights, it seemed like they played well. The problem is whenever they got down inside the 30, they couldn't do anything, or they shot themselves in the foot.
so that's why I knew to go out and do errands.
That's the best way to watch the game. I watched several games that way this year. You don't get upset by it.
I honestly, I almost prefer listening to it on the radio.
Huh?
The radio announcers are good.
Yeah.
But did they almost not have them yesterday? Didn't they have some technical difficulties at the beginning?
Yeah, I don't know what those were. They kept apologizing for the technical difficulties. I didn't really see any.
I think it was the radio.
Oh.
Because someone said that they were, going about their pregame rigmarole, and then they went dark.
Oh.
So I think they were waiting for the radio to come back on. Because the TV, I said, well, TV's fine. I can see everything. What's going on?
Yeah.
But it was the broadcasting on the TV, on the radio.
They have exciting running backs. They really do.
Oh my God! If he had, again, if they had an offensive line, Ramondre Stevenson would be the #1 back in the league right now.
Yeah.
He's that good. He's so good.
They'll get it together. I have faith. Were you able to copy and paste that link, Tony?
Yep.
Hey, Tony, while we're waiting, what have they been working on in the Rotary?
So that is, it's not a Nahant project.
No, I didn't think so.
That is a transatlantic fiber cable.
Okay, I wondered if that's what it was.
Comes
Looks like
from
they're building
France.
a bunker.
I thought that was supposed to
cable
go
goes
under the water.
It lands, it goes from France to the US and it lands at the Rotary.
Wow.
How's that for having a connection?
That's cool.
Yeah.
But does it land on the Nahant half or the Lynn half?
It seems to be mostly on the Lynn half.
Okay.
So what's the state of the new water mains? Are they in place? Or is it?
Yeah, we're done. Our sewer main, you mean?
Yeah.
On the Linway? Yep, it's done.
Wow.
Done. Yep.
Job well done.
Thank God.
Yep.
That was a disaster on the Linway.
Hi, Peter.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes when I'm on the iPad, the audio doesn't work for some reason.
Well, Peter has a 7 o'clock meeting and Peter, we don't have a quorum right now, so
That's what I was
we're
kind of looking
sitting
at.
patiently.
Oops.
Yeah, we're sitting patiently here. If it gets to 6:30 without a quorum, we can't really have the meeting. So
Right. So, I mean, and I don't know how much discussion you can actually, I mean, you sent me that, that form. I mean,
Yeah.
I could literally put in information and, you know, you guys could use what, you know, at some point over the next couple of days, I could fill out what I know on that form. Or at least,
that'd be great.
Yeah.
It's funny. I went through some of my notes because, our committee, well, I'm not even on that committee anymore because I'm on the FinCom, but we haven't met. I think we haven't met in over a year. And we just, I mean, other than the presentation at town meeting. So
you had to refresh your memory a little bit.
oh yeah. But it was, I mean, reading through the questions, it's there. I mean, I kind of see what they're, what it's about, as far as, and it's funny. I started looking through some old notes, and believe it or not, under we knew that this had to go in front of the land owned study committee, and we actually have this document in our information because when I'm trying to think if we met. Yeah, we did. I want to say Perry Barrasso might have been the chair at the time.
Mhm.
And we met, and he gave us that. He said, this is what they'll follow. And, so yeah, looking
yeah.
through it, I certainly can answer, some of these questions fairly easily. And, try and get it back to you.
That'd be great. That would be great. Yeah, the questionnaire is, a standard form. So some of it applies, some of it doesn't. We use this for any type of town property that's being sold.
Right.
To formulate a recommendation to the selectmen. So sometimes it's, actually the Coast Guard housing stuff is actually kind of unique compared to the other stuff that I've dealt
Right.
with on this committee.
Because I don't even know what is one of the questions is, what is the current zoning? I don't even know what it would fall under.
I think R2.
Okay.
I think it's R2. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's okay, but that Sheila can help us with that part.
Yeah, and
I think it was R2. But I think we mentioned that at the last meeting.
okay. Yeah, as far as generate revenue for the town, I have, kind of what our committee did. I mean, obviously Sheila being the tax person, she's going to know the taxes, probably more up to date. Obviously, as far as the sale of the property, we have a range that we had developed. Unfortunately, the market seems to be turning, so our numbers may be a little high. And yeah, I mean, like I said, most of these questions I think I can answer pretty easily from the notes from the meetings over the years.
Well, that sounds good. That'd be nice if you could do that for us. We also typically take a butter. We usually reach out to a butters to see if they have any comments or questions or information they want to provide to us.
Right.
So that might be a future meeting that we might take on.
I mean, I know,
but
there were 3 committees. Each of the 3 committees had a butters on them. I know on our committee, we actually had Tom Hamilton, Anne Marie Passanisi, was in a butter, and at the beginning we had Bob Caggiano, who I don't know if he was an official butter or not, because of the location of his house. He's on the corner of Goddard and whatever. I'm not sure what that other road is. Not Goddard. But he was on the committee for a while. So I think we had 3 abutters. And I know obviously they're looking for more information or more of neighbor input than just 3 abutters on the committee. I know there were other abutters on other committees that were different than the ones we had. And I know that at least Anne Marie always kind of communicated to us that, you know, she was talking to the neighbors and, you know, basically communicating our direction to them. Again, probably not an official thing like a document that we sent to the neighbors or something, which we didn't do. But we had that feedback.
All right. Well, I will, when we do have that meeting,
Yep.
we invite abutters, I might send an email out to the members of the Coast Guard Advisory Committee, and maybe even former members like yourself, and
Yep.
let you guys know that we'll be meeting to talk about it in case anyone wants to jump on.
Right. Okay.
Tony, were you able to locate the minutes or the record from the town meeting that, you know, laid out the restrictions or the terms of the...
So I'll ask Diane tomorrow. Even though election day was a week or 2 ago, there was a lot of follow-up involved in that and more ballots coming in and stuff like that. So I was trying not to
Yeah, that's okay.
interrupt her flow, but I will ask her tomorrow for that.
Okay. That would be helpful for me.
Here, in fact, I will shoot an email over to her right now.
How many members are actually on the town land owned study committee?
6 right now.
You're not even close to a quorum.
Almost. We only
No,
need
we
one
have
more.
3. We have 3.
We
We just
need one more.
Oh, okay.
Sheila's over at a planning board meeting. So
Oh, right.
we're 1 short.
Peter, how's winemaking season going?
Excellent. We actually just tasted the Cabernet Franc yesterday that we pressed about 3 weeks ago. And it's
Nice.
it's I think it's going to be a good vintage. So
Where do you get your grapes?
A couple of different places, but I'm trying to think. The Cabernet Franc we got from Beer and Wine Hobby, and then there's also a place at the what do they call it, the Everett like food markets. So it's Coutone mushroom, but he actually sells grapes for wine. Yeah. So how about you? Did you make any?
We just do.
You do the must.
Yeah, we do it, but we don't do it throughout the year like you do. We just do, we'll do it in probably next month or so, or January, and then pop it in the spring.
Yep.
3-4 months later. It's almost sausage making season, and then it'll be capicola and supersada and all that. So,
well, that I would like to see. That looks like it'd be as fun as making wine.
Yeah, that's fun. It is fun. Making sausage is fun because, as you're mixing the batch before you actually, turn it into links, throw it on the stove. So it's a nice, you're taste testing it as you go.
You're taste testing as you go. Nice.
Yeah. So, that's.
Well, we do the same
could
when
use a
we
little
make
bit more
wine.
pepper.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
And we taste last year's stuff that's already ready to go. So
that's a good vintner. Very good.
yes.
Taste the product.
Would you want to try and do that basket for a raffle for the parade fundraiser again?
Yeah. Are they having there's Dan's script. Are they having another fundraiser is it at Tides?
Yeah.
The 10th.
All right, let me see if I can get what I can get. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Dan.
Hey guys, sorry for the late. I didn't know you guys are meeting tonight. I'm getting caught up. I'm getting behind on my committee meetings. I thought my next one was tomorrow night, but anything hot?
Well,
We're waiting for
we
a
don't
quorum.
really have a quorum, so
I see that. But you guys can still talk. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
You're talking.
Yeah.
now we're all nervous because Dan the attorney came into the room.
We're talking sausages and wine, Dan.
Yeah, we're talking sausages and wine
Ah,
and
Don't worry
grappa.
But
That's-
before that, we did talk a little bit.
good.
And one thing led to another. Yeah, I'll be going to that Christmas parade fundraiser because it's on my birthday.
Yeah.
And the last time I went on my birthday, I won the cruise.
Wow.
Really?
Nice.
Wow.
Actually,
A few years later, Les won the cruise. And then when we were on the free cruise, I won another cruise. But that cruise I wasn't able to take because it was during COVID. So I
COVID.
still have a free cruise hanging out there. And my son is hoping that I could win another one because the first cruise I won, I took my daughter. The second cruise I won, I took my husband. So Evan says, when is it my turn?
Is this
Wow.
the Bermuda cruise? Is this their
This is the
cruise?
Bermuda cruise. Yeah,
Wow, that's a nice prize.
it is a very nice prize. I enjoyed it.
Wow.
yeah. We were someplace and they were selling the tickets, and we realized that if we won the cruise, we couldn't go on the cruise because we'll be going to Greece the following week.
Okay.
Can't really afford to go on a cruise and then come home and go to
And then
Greece for
come-
2
right.
weeks.
Because it's a free cruise, but if
Right.
you have a drink or anything else.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
and
told
also
my
the time
daughter-
off from work.
When we got off the cruise boat, I told my daughter, do not tell your father how much this free cruise cost us.
Yeah.
It's like when we used to go to all inclusives and Ben would say, oh, it's free.
Yeah,
Everything's free.
Right.
On the cruise, don't they give? I remember we went a long time ago as a family. We went on a cruise, and we had separate rooms and stuff, and all of our rooms all went back to one credit card though,
Yep.
which was my dad's. So we had a
Oops.
lot of fun.
Was
We
that
had a
on,
lot of fun making, oh, well, I'll put this one on my tab, jokes like that. But it does rack up.
it
Yeah.
does? Because of course,
Well-
we had to have all the special glasses that went with the special drinks.
Well, that's how they get you too. They nail you on those special drinks every
Pineapple
afternoon.
glasses and stuff.
Yeah, we got a few ourselves. Linda and I went on a cruise. It was our 10th year anniversary, so it was 24 years ago. We went on a cruise, and I think our liquor bill getting off the boat was like $1,600. It was like, ouch.
Those fruity drinks are expensive.
Well, no, it's so you order wine with dinner, you order drinks, during the day or whatever, and again, every afternoon they have some fancy drink that comes in a fancy glass that you get to keep.
Right.
Well, those were back then. They were probably like, I don't know, $20 a drink or whatever, and we did the same thing. Like, oh, we were with other friends. Oh, just put it on our room, And then at the end, we get the final bill, and it was like, oh, geez.
Peter, you always put it on the Underhills bill. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Always Underhills.
Yeah, put this one on Dan Scripps tab.
Yeah.
I actually did that at Kelly Green's last year. I was at the bar and I was joking around. I was with Lenny Frizzoli and I was joking around, and I said, just put my drinks on Lenny's drinks. And then I don't know, Lenny left, or Lenny got his bill and paid it. And later on, he was looking at it. He's like, wait a minute, I wasn't drinking whatever I was drinking. And I saw him a couple of weeks later. He's like, just want to let you know, they put all your drinks on my tab. Thanks, Lenny.
Well, they don't make much money on me. I'm a lightweight. I ordered a glass of wine, and when I pour myself a glass of wine at home, it's a couple ounces. They give me this big honking glass. It took me 3 nights to drink it.
Wow.
One glass of wine.
Caitlin O'Callahan tells a story, of Mike's daughter,
Yeah.
where someone was at Kelly's back when she worked there a lifetime ago. And I think that we all know the patron. I forgot who it was. Maybe Danny, someone like that. And they did this. And what he was trying to say was either give him my bill or something was wrong with like the sound or something. Well, Caitlin took that as buy a round for the bar.
No
he got his
kidding.
bill.
I knew you were going to say that.
Wow.
But I think that the guy paid it like, oh, well, I guess I learned this lesson.
Yeah, that's a universal signal.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Don't do that.
Wow.
Oh
Either
my
that or try to get somebody to do that. What's
Oh,
it
there
look
you
like
go.
when you, like a helicopter?
Yeah.
All right, guys, 6:30. I'm really sorry to waste your time.
Oh, this
all right.
is fun. The best
But
meeting
I'm
I've been
glad
to
we
in a
got
long
to catch
time.
up and talk about.
Yeah, it was a very
we talked
interesting
about it a
meeting,
lot.
Tony.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, I'll try and fill in some of these questions and get it back to you, and hopefully it helps you guys, and I can certainly join the next meeting.
Tony, do you want Peter to send it to me and I'll send it out to the committee, or?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so just send it to me, Peter.
Okay, cool.
I'll make sure.
Excellent. All right.
Thanks, Peter.
Cool.
All right. Have a good
Great
night.
You guys.
Thanksgiving.
Take care.
Take.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Have a
Happy
good Thanksgiving.
You
Yeah,
too.
you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.